beautiful people, I'm going to be doing your weekly love reading for you, but I am changing up the readings and adding a general portion to the beginning of the read. For those of you that want to focus solely on love, you can skip ahead to the love portion, but I suggest you guys do stick around for the general messages as well. They are what Spirit, important messages Spirit want to get across to you, all right? So let's have a look for my beautiful Aries. What are the messages for my Aries at this time? Current messages and advice. All right, Aries, you have... Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is of the highest good. All right, guys, so what I'm seeing here is that you guys are being called, or have recently just been called, to push past any kind of fears that have been holding you back, all right? There has been some stagnancy in your life, maybe fear of taking a risk in a certain direction, fear of making a change, and you're being called to take that risk because there is abundance waiting on the other side of that, all right? I feel like whatever is holding you back here, I don't feel like it's got anything to do with the external. This is an internal thing that's happening with you guys. Something within you that's stopping you from fulfilling your potential here. We have awareness, memories of love, stand your ground, and disruption. Okay. So I feel like there's been maybe something you've attempted to do in the past, something that you put your energy towards that didn't really succeed, okay? Something maybe that didn't grow to your fullest potential, something that some of you may not have even taken the risk to try this, all right? It could be a business venture, it could be a move, it could be anything really. You'll know what it resonates with. And because it maybe didn't go to plan last time, or it didn't grow as quickly as you wanted, or it's not growing as quickly as you want, Spirit wants you to trust that things happen in divine timing, and that you need to be persistent and resilient and not allow anything, any thoughts, any fears of failure, any fear of not being good enough or not being... able to create whatever it is that you want, stop you from moving forward. You know, the universe is limitless. We are limitless. It's the mind that puts all these constraints on things. It's the ego, it's fear that keeps us small and keeps us, you know, the ego is there. It's a survival tool. It's there to protect. It's a reminder of, you know, like I've said, use this analogy before about burning your hand on a stove. Your mind tells you, don't put your hand back on the stove, you're going to get burnt. And in that case, it's a great tool, right? But when it comes to us expanding and growing and creating, those sort of limits, they keep us stuck, right? Because we need to get burnt to know that the stove is hot, right? But we also need to get burnt to know, okay, maybe this time I'm going to use gloves. I can still pick that pot up or that pan up. I know there's a crazy analogies, but this is what Spirit's giving me. But I can pick that pot up off the stove without getting burnt. And when you get burnt, you start to work ways around that, all right? So I hope that makes sense for you guys. Spirit wants you to know that if you do follow through and if you do persist, what you have waiting for you is material harvest, all right? So some of you, it is a business goal. Don't get stuck in limiting beliefs, and fear of failure is a killer of dreams, right? Failure is not a bad thing. Why are we so afraid to fail? How many inventions have been created? And, you know, look at Elon Musk. Look at his, I think he was sending something off to space. It was a car or something. There was something along those lines, but there were so many failed attempts before he was actually successful. So Spirit wants you to know, keep persisting, don't give up, even if it feels like you're not moving or you're not succeeding or you're not going to get there. Keep pushing, because you will, all right? So persistence is needed in this instance. All right, let's get to the love portion of your reading. So, as usual, guys, I'll be placing your energy on the left and your person's on the right. But please know that energy is interchangeable, so choose whatever side resonates with you. We're also going to grab the connecting energy and give you some advice from Spirit on how to navigate through this, all right? So, Aries, you have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Your person has trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. And the connecting energy is free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. This is like the Eight of Swords, this card for me, guys. Well, Aries, you either need to release something, a relationship from your past, or you need to release what's happened in the past in this situation. I feel like you're dealing with an energy who really, I feel like for this person, you're too good to be true. That's what comes through. And because you're coming across as kind of angelic to this person, even for those of you that are a little rough around the edges, or those of you who come, you know, have that strong personality, you actually come across as an angel to this person, all right? And it is, they feel like it's too good to be true, or what's the catch? So this is someone who could have been duped a lot in the past, or someone who could have been, there's this fear of being like them investing in something and then the the other shoe dropping. All right, but let's get clarification with the tarot and we'll see exactly what's happening. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, clarify your side, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Seven of Wands, the Devil, Capricorn energy, the Chariot, Cancer energy, the Hierophant, Taurus energy. That's 3 majors out of the 5. There are a lot of spiritual lessons for you in this connection, Aries. Some of you have to close out a cycle. You guys could be in the midst of a divorce process, or there is a relationship that you need to leave behind with the Hierophant to be able to move forward in this. This could be reversed, guys, so take it as it resonates. But I do feel like there are some stuff that are keeping you stuck here, Aries, from moving forward. There's a little bit of fear around what could go wrong. And this could be because of, again, a previous cycle with this person, or stuff from your own past, all right? I feel like you guys are really creating this independence for yourself, really creating your own world, creating you know, stability within your own energy. And there is this fear of this person or this new energy over here coming in and disrupting that. So you guys do have boundaries when it comes to love. And that's not such a bad thing to have boundaries, healthy boundaries, but where it's, as long as it's, because this Devil energy is here, all right? So there are fears of things maybe going wrong. You may have felt, Aries, that this person carries that energy with them as well. Yeah, we have the Moon, Cancer energy, and we have the 5 of Wands. I don't feel like you guys are trusting this situation completely, either because of what this person's put you through, or because, again, of your own past and where you've been. Some of you moved straight into this connection from a previous one. I'm not here to tell you what to do, you guys. Have your own intuition and your own compass to guide you in which way to go. But what I am here for is to give you knowledge, to give you, you know, I'm that channel for the divine, so I'm the messenger for you. What Spirit is showing me and what I know about law of attraction and so forth is that you really need to be weary of your attracting point. What that means is, you know, when they say, again, Aries, this could be flipped and be your person, right? But you know, when they say, if you jump from one relationship to another, they call it a rebound, right? The reason why rebounds don't work is because you're still carrying an energy that you haven't healed from. It's essential to spend time on your own between connections to heal and to cleanse anything that is still lingering in your energy, because that becomes your attracting point. So if you've been in cycles, right, continuously, where you're attracting same situation in a different body, same scenario over and over again, even if it's the same person, right? The reason being is that energy is still sitting in your aura. It's still in your energy field. It hasn't been transmuted and healed from pain into knowledge or higher awareness, right? So it sits there, and that energy then becomes entangled and triggered by the other person. And that's why people go through repetitive cycles. You can have a new cycle with a person from your past as long as you have both healed that energy that triggers the both of you. All right, so that is very important. I feel like you guys are still carrying, could even be frustration, it could be anger, it could be your own trust stuff, right? Let's clarify your person's sign. I do feel like you need to heal this before things can come together in a healthy way where you're both not triggering each other, Aries. So it's really imminent that you're letting go of the past to be able to move forward, all right? Let's get trust. I feel like you both have trust issues for different reasons, but let's see. So I have the Six of Wands, the High Priestess, Pisces energy, the Nine of Swords, the Four of Pentacles. Aries, this person, Six of Wands, they do put you on a pedestal. They do hold you in high regard. But this person is afraid of either you leaving them behind before they can. Like as in, yeah, you leaving them. So I feel like some of you are dealing with someone who kind of holds back, doesn't give 100%, or you get these periods and moments of silence from this person because it's like the feelings become too much, and then they want to protect themselves, right? Most of you are dealing with someone here who's very secretive, possibly mysterious, hard to read. So this person does keep a lot to themselves. You might find it hard to sometimes know what's going through their head. Some of it has to do with the connection. But I'm going to tell you, Aries, I feel like for a lot of you, this person is like that in general. I don't feel like they share a lot of themselves with others, right? This is someone who likes to go within. Could be a Virgo. I don't have it on the table, but that's the energy I'm getting. Very Virgo energy, you know, where they retreat and they, you know, like to think and mull over things. And the thing with Virgos are, well, they're ruled by Mercury. So, you know, all that thought's there and it can serve them. But when you're too much in that space of overthinking and overanalyzing, that's where the anxiety kicks in. And Virgos are notorious when they're not balanced for overthinking and overcomplicating things, right? Where they cause themselves anxiety. We have the Eight of Wands, the Two of Pentacles. If you're not in communication with this person, they have gone back and forth with, I want to communicate, I want to speak to Aries, and then they kind of talk themselves out of it. So it's like constantly, it's like only a matter of time. That's what I heard. If you are in communication with them, Aries, you might get this kind of hot and cold energy or on and off energy from them. It's because they go into their head all the time. We have the World, Capricorn energy, the Eight of Swords. It was bound to show its head. And the Nine of Cups. They do see you as, again, you know, we know what I said before about that fear of like it being too good to be true. Nine of Cups is like everything you could hope for. Eight of Swords is that fear. So they're fearing that things will be too good to be true, that they're going to get like blindsided again by the past. You know, again, whether it's with you or with someone else, you may have walked away from this person in the past areas and that's left a little bit of trauma. Maybe they felt like you would never walk away. And if this is like you haven't been in cycles with this person, you're still connecting or whatever it is, this is something, this person may have some abandonment stuff. Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So it is quite self-sabotaging, but it comes from a place of trying to protect themselves, right? I'm going to pull some cards from my deck. Don't pay too much attention to the words on these. These are more triggers for me. I heard the name Sean. I'll call out some psychic messages. Somebody is a geography teacher, professor. I heard the name Randall, and then I heard the name Troy. Somebody's favorite color, I've got red everywhere, like red walls, red everything. So it's a favorite color. Somebody could own a restaurant, or oh, you know what I saw? An aquarium. You or your person could have met at the aquarium, or you've recently been to the aquarium together. Somebody could be fascinated with like wildlife, like sharks and underwater stuff. So it could even be a marine biologist. Okay. Somebody's favorite artist could be Pink as well. Or you guys went to a concert or something like that. Aries, if this person has closed you out and walked away, they feel like a fool. Alright? That's what I heard clearly here. This person also, you know, with those periods of quietness, again, it's like really hard to read what this person's thinking or feeling. That could be frustrating for you because you guys are such an open and warm sign, and you guys share of yourselves and you're not afraid to be yourselves, you know. It's really hard when you're dealing with an energy that can be quite closed off, you know, especially when you're just, transparent and you just are who you are. So I feel like you guys may feel frustration at times with this person as well. I heard, will the real Slim Shady please stand up? I repeat. I think we're going to have a problem here. So that's, I think that's called Slim Shady from Eminem. It could be your guys' favorite artist, and that song comes through. So with that real Slim Shady, I feel like you guys just want this person to express themselves and be honest and transparent and not hold back all the time, you know. You guys may feel like this person gets a lot of attention, or they thrive off attention. It's also, I feel like it's an act as well. Your person can be charismatic, but then so are you, Aries. All right, so you know, it's funny. There's some mirroring here sometimes. I don't feel like you guys feel inadequate next to this person. This person feels inadequate next to you, but I do feel like you guys might get frustrated if you feel like this person's like a love me do or like an attention seeker. You might get frustrated at that as well, like just parts of their personality I feel like irritate you. All right, connecting energy with free yourself is Death. Could be a Scorpio. Two of Wands. The Star, Aquarius energy. Five of Swords. Six of Pentacles. The Tower, strong Scorpio energy in this one, guys. Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. All right, so it is only like a weekly or bi-weekly reading, guys, all right? So this is the energy that you're sitting in over the next couple of weeks with this connection. I feel like you guys are getting to a point of, again, frustration comes through. I've got Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So you guys are hoping for some sort of expression here. There is going to be an expression, an apology for some of you, some sort of communication that comes through. But over the next week or two, I feel like you guys are, I don't see that there's a lot of movement as yet. I still feel like you guys are making a decision on whether or not you want to wait for this person. Aries, don't wait for anybody. I say that all the time. When you're waiting, you're telling the universe that you're not being in the present moment because you're waiting for another moment of time. And the thing is, all we ever really have is the present moment. And when, that's the moment, that's where you're attracting from, right? In the present moments, that's why it's really important to get your vibe up. And if at the present moment you're waiting for something to make you happy, something to come in, something to excite you, to inspire you, then you're saying that you're not happy, you're not excited, you're not inspired right in this moment. and you're the opposite of those things if you're not those things, and then that's your attracting point, right? So it's really important that, and that's why Spirit wants you to focus on creating what we mentioned earlier in the general, right? Push your boundaries and push your comfort zones. Okay. What does this person want to say to my Aries? I tried to make you jealous. Yeah, I told this person they might get attention or like post pictures, or like if you work with them, they might flirt with someone else in the office. It's just purely an attention thing, and it is to make you jealous. If I could do it all again, I would do the right thing by you. And if you're still in connection with this person currently, I feel, again, this is not a cycle thing. This person, they don't want to repeat their past. That's one of their biggest fears. So they do want to do things properly. You gave me a reason to be happy again. I'm so grateful for you. I have so much going on in my life right now. It's just not the right timing. I pretended I didn't have feelings for you. And you'll always be the one that got away. Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back. Yeah, there's those cycles. You're the one that got away, and then I can't leave and I come back. You know, for those of you dealing with a new person, I feel like it's more that hot and cold energy. That one that got away is like when they go quiet and they shut down in their shell, and then they come back out again. You know, it's like the dawn, new dawn. Someone's name could be Edward as well, or Eddie. And then I heard we have a place in Melbourne called Eddie's Place. It was like rocking back in the day. Maybe, I don't know, I heard it's in Reservoir, so I don't know what that means to anyone, but you'll know what it is. This person definitely, there's been, you know what, I don't feel like you guys have really gotten to the depths of things here, but there is more to come here if you decide to go into another cycle. But it's really important that you're healing before you go into any new cycles with anybody, Aries, all right? Let's get you some advice before we close out the reading. What's the advice for my Aries, please? This one went longer than expected. I'm 22 minutes as I check the clock. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. It's funny because your person had trust as well. All right. So I said both of you, there is trust stuff on both parts here, right? Service. I feel good when I can help others. And humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Yeah. Spirit wants you to bring your focus to yourself. You are being guided at the moment. Like I said, your own intuition is going to guide you. You have your own compass. If you feel like you've, you know, when you have a lot to give and you're dealing with an energy that's closed off, it can become stifling. Put that energy into other areas of your life, other people, into your work. Service doesn't just mean feel good working to help others. Yes, it could be charity work that you're into, but if it's not, it could just be helping humanity in whatever talent or gift that you possess, whatever it is, you know, even if it is, you know, you could be in a healing role for some of you. Others of you, you are in, I know, politics. For others of you are in customer service, whatever it is. Customer service could be your forte, whatever it is. Channel your energy into that, into helping humanity however you can. You'd be surprised. Customer service, you know how many phone... It's the little things, you know, even phone reps and stuff. When I, back in the day, I used to work in a customer service role, and, you know, even like those phone calls for those people, like change their day with how you dealt with them, you know. They could call in one manner, and then by the time you're done on the phone call, they completely change their outlook and their vibe, you know. So we all have an impact on each other. Spirit wants you to focus on channeling that into other areas of your life and into the collective, all right? So I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for your patience with me over the last few weeks. I have been renovating and very heavily involved in the actual process, which has been really fun, but it has kept me away from you guys. So I'm so glad to be back, and I will catch you all very soon. Namaste.